Hi everybody, Phil from Telford Koi Pond here again. Video today is going to be in sort of at least two parts. So part one will be about the filters, I'll explain that in a minute, and the end of the video will be some footage from the Birmingham and West Midlands Koi Show that I went to last weekend, and I thought it was absolutely fabulous for a local koi show, so well done. As I say, I'll put that on at the end. So covers, my last video was about making some winter covers, but I've had a few comments or a few questions, basically a couple of requests from people. Dave from Oakhampton and Shirley from Basingstoke, if I remember rightly, apologies if I got them wrong, just asking me to actually do one in real time because they didn't quite understand what I meant by doubling up and that sort of thing. So first 10 minutes of the video is going to be bubble wrapping the cover. So as you already know from previous videos, these covers, which are just nets to keep the koi safe, stop them from jumping, are made up from various odds and ends. As you can see, if you look at the they're not even the same size wood. Some of them have got channels in. They're just all bits of wood that were left over basically from making up the pond. But the one thing that having a smaller piece of wood down the edge does, it does actually give me a bit of ventilation, which is really good. So as you know, in my last video I did 3. So those 3, if you can just see over there, are propped up against the wall. This will make 4, and then the only one that's going to be slightly different will be the one with a feeder on, because obviously I've got to take a feeder on. So this was a 50 metre roll from eBay, cost 20 quid, and that's how much is left after doing 3, so that's more than enough left. And it really is very simple. So how I do it, so I just pull it out along here. I have the smooth side actually going on the outside of the cover, so the bubbly side is on the inside. Put the frame down onto it. It's really difficult doing this in windy conditions, so even if it's even as there's only a bit of wind, you'll see the bubble wrap flying around. So what I try to do is, the bubble wrap isn't the same size as the covers, so I at least try and get one side, I'll do it down the one side square, and then that's less cutting off at the end. So I'll leave a bit of an edge up here, just literally to tack it onto the bubble wrap. And all I'm using is a rapid stapler. I think I bought this last year off eBay. I think it was about £9.99, and it just takes these staples, and the ones I'm using just 6mm deep. So you don't need to, you don't need to drive this in, but it works pretty well. Cheap as chips. So if I just tap these on to start with, this is just to give me something to hold on to. Bear in mind this edge is going to be covered up, you're not going to see this. So that's it done. So now's the fun bit, because try and keep this as taut as you can, but then literally just fold it over. And again, what I'm trying to do is fold it over so this edge is sort of flush with the edge of the wood as much as I can get it, and then try and keep it taut. Now on my first cover, I then went all around this and stapled it, and did it for England. But to be honest, you just have to do it at the end. I find it easier. So what you've got now is one layer on both sides. So all I do is exactly the same again. Pull it out and drop this over. So that underneath side now has got 2 layers on. If you're wondering where the water's coming from, the floor, the decking's wet. And then to make sure both sides have got a double layer on, with one more fold. say, trying to keep it taut. It's not the end of the world if it's not. Just making sure all this is as straight as it can be up there. And then I just cut it off with enough to just sort of fold back over onto here. It's good having these gaps in the decking. Very much for your service. And now I just staple these on the top. Try and hold it to do the bubble wrap, not your thumb. It does hurt, speaking from personal experience. Not recently, I may add. I'm just trying to get, keep it taut. I normally get it all set up and then I'll get crazy with it. There you go. That's not going anywhere. Didn't fire. Just make sure you've got enough staples, because this does take more than you think. So what I'm going to do now is staple all the side that is level with the wood. And at the moment this is just to hold it in place. And just for good luck I'm going to do it across the top here as well. Okay, so I'm going to fold this over now, and again I'm going to staple the side that's level with the wood. Put some more staples in because we're going to be running out soon. Try not to lose them down the decking. Same as before, just all the way up. I'm not precious about this being absolutely on the edge, flush, because it doesn't need to be. There you go. So you've got edging to do. Sorry. Now the important thing from my perspective, so that's all stapled down the bottom and all stapled down the top both sides, and all stapled down that side both sides. So the only side that isn't done yet is this one with the hangover. And to me this is the important side, because what I tend to do is you pull on this before you staple it, to give you some tension, so you don't have to pull it ridiculously apart. It's just wherever you put a staple in, just pull it over a bit. I'm putting these in sort of flat this way rather than that way, just to give them more to pull on, I suppose. So if you pull it too hard, when you put the staples through, is the stapling noise doing your head in yet? When you put the staples through, it'll rip out when it goes too back, so it's just putting a little bit of tension on it. And these staples are dirt cheap. Less than a fiver for 1,000 or something, I think. Again, from the Bay of E. Do the other side. Again, just get the two sheets that are on the top. Bit of tension on them. This stapler's got like a safety device. If it's not actually pressed on something hard, don't do that again. If it's not pressed on something hard when you press that in, so if it's off there, it won't fire a staple. So it's just a little bit of safety. If you wonder why it keeps sort of misfiring, it's because it's not pressed down hard enough. That's it, stapled all the way around, both sides. I'm just pulling that out. You have a problem, Houston. It's normally when you get to the last two. There you go, 3 in that case. Just put a new strip in. There we go. And then all it needs now is a tidy up with a pair of scissors. Start at one of the ends, just cut it down flush with the wood basically. It does normally fly straight across, but the green meshing, as you can see, is overlapping. There you go, that's it. That is another winter cover done and dusted. The only thing you've got to do now is not be tempted to start popping them more, because that defeats the point. But it is as simple as that, as quick as that. And I just fit on top of the pond, so you've got a good 1.5 inch between the pond surface and the top of that, and then when you put them together there's a bit of a gap at the sides anyway, which is good for ventilation. But also, what we were saying earlier, because I've used offcuts of wood on 3 of these where I've used little square pieces at the end, there's a nice breathing gap under here as well. So there you go, cheap as chips, really simple and very quick. So I've got the feeder one left to do. So these are these literally are sort of one-handed jobs. They're as light as anything. So I think I'm not going to touch that one at the minute because I just don't think the weather warrants having it all covered up yet. So I'm going to leave that feeding. But what I'm going to do when I do it, I'll obviously take the feeder off and the piece of wood the feeder's on. It's only got 3 screws holding it on. I'll cover it exactly the same way as I have with that. Just literally fold it over, put that piece of timber back on, and then cut a hole in the plastic. Leave the netting intact, obviously, and then I'm going to still try and feed it through the winter. And then if I decide not to feed, I'll just cover it over with a piece of bubble wrap. You've got a good view of the fish today. So they are still feeding. I'm using T.K.P Shogun all season. I have been using that all season. I think it's a really good food. I've just ordered some more. They seem to like it, and it really keeps the waste down from previous stuff that I've been using. So yeah, fish are all good. Just having a little bit of a tidy up. Everything's working well, as you can see. It's just, you know, everything's stripped back to its roots. Plants and everything are starting to die off. Skimmer's still working absolutely fantastic. When you watch me set up that back up again on the other video, I'm so happy I put that gravity skimmer in. And as you can see, there's about a centimetre difference between the pond water and the skimmer. It's got a really good pull on it now. It's been working fantastic. So there they are, wondering if there's any food coming their way. Biggie Small leading the pack. But yeah, I think that's it then for today. I'm going to put everything away. I'm going to carry on having a mess in this sort of house, which is what I do normally. The only one other job I might do today is in the summer in the hot weather. You saw me change out the Jabo 35 litre per hour pump that was operating the moving bed filter, and I put in the Oazi Big Daddy, which makes it like a jacuzzi now. Because we're now heading into the winter, I'm going to swap those back over to just turn down the turnover rate of the media a bit, make it a bit easier. But other than that, everything's fantastic. I haven't insulated in here yet, and to be honest with you, I'm debating whether I'm going to. I'm so anal that when I come out here, I set my stopwatch up for the cleaning cycle to make sure it is cleaning every time. You know, it was every 20 minutes, but I've turned it down to every 30 minutes now. So it cleaned. I missed the first one, so it cleaned at 60 minutes and 3 seconds. The next one was 30 minutes and 7 seconds, and the one just was 30 minutes and 3 seconds. So it's, you know, every half an hour basically. But anyway, don't know whether I'm going to actually insulate in here. If I do, it might just be sort of wrapping something around loose, or even just covering with towels or something, because what I'm planning on doing is putting some sort of space heater in here, plugged in, just in the middle of the floor here, just to stop anything freezing. So not to heat this, although this will be covered. Probably I'm going to put some insulation inside the covers, albeit they're temporary, and I've got a big waterproof tarp to go on top anyway. But I don't know. As I say, it's not really got to that point yet, so I'm going to call it a day in the video here, because I'm, as Jeff would say, I'm jibber-jabbering now, so I'm going to stop. The only other one thing I would say is just to my competition people, hope you like your prizes. 7 of the 8 prizes have arrived. Wonderful Royal Mail, there's always one that never gets there in a timely fashion, so I'm hoping that one's going to turn up this week. Sorry, bubble wrap's flying around the garden. Hopefully that's going to turn up this week. Fortunately, I've got proof of postage, so if necessary I can raise a claim, although I don't know how successful that's going to be. But I'm pleased that the other people have got their prizes. And we're at about 1,630 subscribers now. So again, I've already started buying stuff in the hope that we get to the 2,000 mark. And I know I keep saying this, but I'm really hopeful that the next video, or the next one after that, is going to be some new fish. So keep watching, thank you to all my subscribers. If you're watching this for the first time and you like what you see, please subscribe. There's lots more to come, so take care and enjoy the rest of your weekend. So here we are at the Sandy Acre Garden Centre in Dudley. We're just going into the entrance for the koi show, for the Birmingham and West Midlands koi show, which has been running for 2 days. So this is the entrance to the main koi show and all the stalls. You see it's early, quite early, so there's not a lot of people here at the moment, although crowds do seem to be gathering. So you're not going to get the size of these on camera, but they are beautiful. Particularly this tancho that's coming round, absolutely stunning. Nice kahaku. Very nice. And then in the next vat we have some absolute monsters. Again, you won't get the scale of this on camera, but the last time I saw anything that big, my son was riding on its back in Florida. This is absolutely huge. It's magnificent. Beautiful quality. Skin's like silk. Huge pectorals. So here we are with the mature grand champion. Again, some stunning fish, absolutely stunning.
See, it's got perfect not hard at the spot.
You like the spot, don't you?
Yeah. Are they outside?
They're in the garage. Yeah. We're not really seeing the growth that much.
And here we've got the Deutsche champion. Very nice.
Go very orange pale. Yeah. But Taniguchi males stay hard. So that's normally how you can tell them straight away in a back. Yeah.
Again, another night tancho in one of the show vats. Nice Shirotsuri at the back. Again, some really nice fish. Nice platinum ogre, kahaku. Probably about 55, perhaps 60 centimetres. Really nice. Really nice shower as well, coming out the gloom. Apologies for the glare. There's some fish for sale from Supreme Koi. Some nice goshkis. About 12 inches, something like that, 13 inches on average.
Fish pond.
I think they're doing a deal on at the show at the minute. Nice fish.
I upset my neighbour about a month ago. Literally the week we had the fry, I was in the garage door was open, and he come walking past his kids walking his dog, and he's animal mad. I walked up the chickens and I thought, come on, they're bonkers. There's a kind of fish here, there's people of I'm not going to wait. What are you doing with them?
Some more huge fish in here. Beautiful quality. So we've got a couple of winners for best in size. So the Sankey's best in size 3, and the Monroe, never say that, is best in size 3 as well. Really nice. Fantastic scalation on that one.
Oh, he's gorgeous.
Beautiful, isn't it? They're all that.
Inch and a half long on the border. And when they finally died, one was 19 inches long.
Yeah.
The tank was only 12 inches wide, it just kept growing.
It's a stunner.
I really like that one.
Yeah.
My handbag.
I just said to Claire, good, because she'd be buying fish.
Yeah, I really like him.
Yeah, but this
Tancho with a spot.
this Tancho hasn't got a spot, he's got a love heart. Have you seen it?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So that's best in class show, size 3. Again, beautiful fish, lovely scalation, lovely pattern. Really nice. So in here we've got the baby champion, the adult champion, the mature champion and the young champion. Again, absolutely stunning fish, fantastic skin quality, beautiful shapes. Really nice. Yeah, just to prove everybody's welcome at a koi show.
Everyone, I don't know about
Mr.
me.
Krafty Koi himself.
How are you doing anyway? You well?
Really well, yeah. So you just arrived for?
Yeah, I've just come down.
God, they're all turning up now, look.
How's it
Leon from
going?
Budget
Nice
Ponds.
to see you there.
How you doing? You right?
How you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, boys, I'm good.
Just arrived?
Yeah, well, I see you around there nattering, so I thought I'll leave him to it for a minute, you know what I mean? But I've been here about half hour or something max, I'd say, yeah.
Good stuff.
So yeah, I'm just having a wonder, taking it all in, and then I'm going to go and grab me something to eat in a minute, because I'm starving.
No breakfast, Leon?
No breakfast, no, I forgot my Weetabix this morning, Dale.
Yeah, you need to go and fill up, mate.
That's it, mate.
Nice food.
Be a bacon sandwich for
How's the
me,
little
I
ones getting on?
Right, just got to get this on camera because the star of the show's just arrived. The one and only Bisley the dog from Derby Koi. Hello. You back for more punishment?